Hello and welcome back to Command & Conquer Red Alert. For Soviet Mission 4, we have a choice of two different targets in northern and southern Germany. We can have a quick look at the map here. You can see that the Soviets have moved into northern and southern Sweden here, so we've got the Allies trapped in the centre. We're making further progress in Turkey, and yeah, unlike the Allied missions we've been seeing recently, the Soviets, as far as they're concerned, control Central Europe. Anyway, we're going to do the northern pathway first, so let's get started.
Good work dealing with that spy. You please, Stalin. Make sure you never disappoint him. Now, I have a special task for you. We are amassing for our attack on Berlin. The Allies are aware of this, so we are going to, how do they say, throw them a bone? I want you to create a diversion. Occupy their troops until we can drop soldiers behind their lines. Once the troops are in, use the soldiers to cut off Allied communications. With no early warning, we can take Berlin by surprise.
The Allied base in this region is proving to be problematic. Your mission is to take it out so that we can begin to move forces through this area. As long as they have communications, they will be able to call upon heavy reinforcements, crush their communications, and they should be easier to remove. Alright, so those heavy tanks we saw in the previous mission I now have control of, and I'm going to send them immediately off to the left here in pursuit of those Rangers that were retreating. And I'm going to begin constructing my base. This is the first time we're getting an MCV on the Soviet side of things. Although of course we did have a construction yard in the previous mission. And I want to get a barracks down fairly quick.
Waiting acknowledge.
Continue moving to the left here. This is going to go up. Get an ore refinery down here. And up there we, very briefly, got a line of sight on some Allied base defences. But it immediately disappeared no sooner had we seen it. The reason for that is the Allies have a new piece of technology. Now, some useful things here. Is that cash? No, it's health, okay. No use to us there, but never mind. I don't actually want to engage those base defences. Yeah, so you see how... Oh, here we go, a new unit as well. This is the Allied light tank here. We'll see how absolutely no match for our heavy tanks. Yes, you might have noticed that this shroud is regrowing, so to speak. Destroy that snowman. Now this ore refinery. And get a war factory. Is it called war factory? It is, okay. I thought it was still called weapons factory in this game. Never mind. Let's engage this light tank again. Oh, come on. Did that V2 rocket launcher just destroy a pillbox in a single rocket? Okay. War factory's building nicely. Let's take out this church here and see if they've got anything inside it. Ah, they do. Come on. What's it going to be? Good. More cash. No attacks on our base just yet. Let's move these guys around the edge here. Get that war factory down soon though. I don't trust that they're going to be passive for much longer. Let's put it all the way up here. Begin building heavy tanks. In building a second ore refinery. What was that noise? I thought I heard something. Oh, I think it was the sandbags getting squished. Vehicles in this game, they are much better at dealing with sandbags. And another new another new Allied vehicle here, the medium tank. Now, structurally, it has exactly the same health as the heavy tank, only half the firepower. It does move quicker, but you can see how it is no match for masses of heavy tanks. Now there's a line of sight onto the edge of their base. I don't want to engage it just yet, because it's going to draw... Come on, another heavy tank. I think I saw oh, it must be in the V2 launcher firing. And around here, chain link fence around it. I have their communication center. Let's take that out. Oh, I don't want to lose this guy to a rifleman. That would be embarrassing. Engage that communication center, or it's not a communication center anymore, is it? It's a radar dome. Put down a second refinery over here. Oh, they've got reinforcements coming in behind us as well. Let's take out that APC before it's too late. See if we can't squish these guys. Oh, there was a turret there I didn't even spot.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
I want to try and get this guy.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Come on, guys.
Building.
Take it out.
Acknowledged.
Push up.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Because just here, you can see the edge of their construction. I'm lucky I might be able to get it. Come on. Get in the range.
Affirmative. Yes, affirmative. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Okay, construction yard destroyed.
Vehicle report. Acknowledged.
Doing about turn. See if I can't rescue some of these guys.
Building.
Affirmative.
Nice one, V2 launcher.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Move up and around. Incoming medium tank.
Acknowledged.
They're going to be coming for us sometime soon, though. Let's try and get this medium tank. I think he's going to get at least one of our tanks here. So many that are close to death.
Unit lost.
There's one down.
Unit lost.
Two down.
Vehicle report.
My firepower's just been halved, essentially. But with that construction, look at the damage of that V2 launcher. I had no knowledge that they were that powerful. Or no memory of them being that
Unit
powerful.
ready.
I need more power for them. Not more power. Haven't been attacked yet.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Affirmative.
Okay, watch out for this rocket guy. He could be dangerous to us. We've got no real anti-infantry.
Yes, sir.
Apart from this one rifleman.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Okay, let's get out of here.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Pull back down. Could have gone for that barracks here, but I'd rather regroup slightly.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Begin scouting.
Building.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative.
I would like to get a radar dome up. Oh, hang on, I got this power. Let's do that.
Building.
Then let's go for a radar dome.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
That's a terrible sound effect for driving over sandbags.
Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Each tank here, almost £1,000 each.
Unit
So
ready.
it is not cheap to furnish yourself with. Don't want to engage them just yet.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Pull these guys back. Is my radar dome online?
Options.
Makes it a lot easier, and I can now build V2 rocket launchers as well. I'm going to stick to heavy tanks because I think it's going to be the more versatile unit at the moment.
Comrade.
And that was nice squishing there.
Acknowledged.
Tanks. Engage this medium tank up here.
Waiting. Affirmative.
Move these guys up and around.
Reporting. Affirmative.
See how much quicker the tanks move. Even the heavy tanks, I'm sure, move quicker than the medium tanks in this game.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Very well.
I always feel like
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
I don't know how to best express it. I almost prefer the
Yes, sir.
slower moving
Affirmative.
units in Tiberian Dawn. It just feels like there's more weight behind them. Whereas
Ready and
in
waiting.
Red Alert,
Acknowledged.
they all kind of dart about, which I guess is better for
Acknowledged.
gameplay purposes,
Cancel.
but
Building.
as a kind of personal preference, I could
Building.
build a service depot here and
Vehicle
repair some of my
acknowledged. Yes, sir.
tanks. Why not?
Yes, sir.
I don't think this is going to give us anything new, but we'll put one down. We've got enough power for it. With their communication center and that construction yard down,
Yes,
they are
sir.
largely
Comrade.
crippled.
Acknowledged.
And these guys north now.
Unit ready.
See how these two ore trucks here are keeping me a huge supply of money.
Construction complete.
You really got to be. Oh yeah, you'll see the service depot here.
Construction options.
It's a new building for us. We haven't seen it in this game so far, and it doesn't have a bib like the other buildings have. Don't know why that is. It does in Tiberian Dawn.
Repair.
Reporting.
Guess it was just a
Affirmative.
decision they made,
Vehicle reporting.
since you can approach it from pretty much all
Yes,
angles.
sir. Acknowledged.
Unit repaired.
Okay, and that's a handy
Sir,
addition as well. It now
Yes, sir.
has an
Affirmative.
audio cue when your units are done with their repairs.
Affirmative.
Repair.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
From a gameplay perspective, Red Alert makes a lot of nice improvements over the original Tiberian Dawn.
Acknowledge.
We got paramedium tanks here.
Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes,
Unit lost.
affirmative.
Building.
Oh my goodness. What's going on here? This is embarrassing. I didn't realize it was turrets. Okay, never mind.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Lost a couple tanks there unnecessarily, but never mind.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
There's some guys up here. I'm building silos as well.
Building.
Look how much cash I got.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you really do have to play the game faster in Red Alert.
Affirmative.
Oh look, here's our first real line of sight on the new structure that's making all this shroud return. So we will destroy it. And you can also see my V2 launcher has a minimum range. Oh well, as soon as I say that, it open fires, but
Affirmative.
never mind.
Acknowledged.
I need to find a way around to these power plants. Oh, here's their ore truck. Let's take him out now.
Yes, sir.
That will draw the remaining units towards us, no doubt.
Acknowledged.
Look how fast the light tank zips about now.
Acknowledged. 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 Acknowledged.
Push these guys.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Oh, another medium tank coming in behind us.
Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Get up
Affirmative.
and around here. Cash is still flowing in. Pretty much full here.
Building.
Other than the silo, why not? I think we've got more than enough guys to take out this
Construction.
remaining area.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Feels like the game speed is going slightly quicker than I left it. I did found that in when I was recording one of an early missions. Is I restarted the game, and even though the game speed bar had not changed, it felt like everything was
Yes,
moving
sir.
quicker.
Affirmative.
But hey, we'll stick to this speed right now since it's perfectly playable for me.
Low power.
Oh great.
Building.
Well, another power plant. Can we build anything new down here? Oh, an airfield. We could get yaks.
Acknowledged.
Okay. I think we're perfectly fine with our heavy tanks.
Acknowledged.
Check out this. No more building. No more. What am I trying to say? What's the word? Vehicles.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Can see some
Acknowledged.
defenders down there. I'll need to move in behind them.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Silos.
Affirmative.
We're fine. I've got 13,000. I don't think I need more.
Acknowledged.
But you could see if I had just... Oh, look at this. We can build a mine layer as well. We'll save that for a later mission. Looks like the shroud's coming back down here as well, so there must be another gap generator.
Acknowledged.
Yeah, you can see how if I had just kept building heavy tanks this entire
Yes,
time,
sir.
the
Acknowledged.
mission would have been
Silos. Needed.
completely
Acknowledged.
ridiculous in terms of how
Affirmative.
many units we have. And I guess I dislike that aspect of it. It's just so easy to get such an enormous amount of units. Yes, from a gameplay
Acknowledged.
perspective, I guess you can have much larger battles much quicker. It just feels like the units aren't worth quite as much. Like these heavy tanks should be a step up from the medium tanks in Tiberian Dawn, but I just feel like there's less to them because we have so many so quickly. Oh, nice. I don't know what you shot at there, but it blew up. I do love the sound effects from Red Alert, though. Everything's a lot more explosive. Come on, let's get these guys before I lose a tank. Oh, I'm going to lose my V2 launcher right at the end. That's a shame.
Silos.
Yes, sir.
I don't know who does more damage to the medium tank by the turrets. Whatever. It seems to be working for us. Last structure then.
Affirmative.
Only the tent left and this one piece of chain link fence. Some sandbags too. All the Eric up there smoking. End of the mission coming up any second. Down it goes, last guy.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. Okay, there we go. 27 minutes apparently. I do wonder about the game speed there. It felt like everything was going very, very quickly. Only 6 units lost. Look at their casualties though. It was a complete domination for the Soviets there. They had nothing that could hold back the amount of tanks we were throwing at them. And their entire base wiped out. We have enough units. It reminded me almost of some of the special operations from Tiberian Dawn. We'd start out with enough strong units that we can make an aggressive push on, well, at least part of the mission objective straight off the bat. Anyway, all of this, our highest scoring Soviet mission as well. Yeah, as I was saying, I will be back tomorrow with the second of 2 Soviet Mission 4s, which is going to introduce one more building we haven't seen so far. And then I'm going to follow that up with Soviet Mission 5. I'm not going to do Allied Mission 4 just yet. Things are going to start to get out of sequence. I'm going to get further into the Soviet campaign than I am in the Allied campaign. And the reason for that is you'll see in the map screens that's going to open each episode. The Soviets advance slower, so to speak, in their campaign than they do in the Allied campaign. So to keep them kind of balanced on those map screens, there'll be more Soviet missions earlier on, and then later on, of course, when there's complete contradiction between the 2 campaigns, I'll just switch purely to Allies and finish off the story that way. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will be back tomorrow at 8, and I hope you'll join me for that.